What's going on, guys? Berserker here, and we are back for some more FTB. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so this is episode 10, and I've actually got one comment about getting a world download. So I think I'm going to follow in the steps of Direwolf20 because this is obviously his mod pack, and he's an awesome YouTuber. He teaches you a lot about technical mods, and since this is his mod pack, he'll teach you about these mods I'm using a lot better than I could. But he releases a world download every 10 episodes, so I figured I might as well do the same because since this is episode 10, we've done a lot. And I mean a lot. So I'm going to get things, cleaned up because, I'm pretty sure you guys don't want this whole giant mess right here, and then there's a mess in there. I'm just going to clean up the area before I release the world download, so it'll be in the description, by the way. So if you guys want to check out this world and just see what I've got, and, I don't know, if you want to play along or something, yeah, we can do that. In today's episode, we were going to talk about the Magma Crucible and the Liquid Transposer. These guys over here. Well, I found out, and let me pull up the page really quick, that in order to smelt one of the items we need in the the Magma Crucible, we need it costs 2,400 MJ. These guys produce 1.6. And they're actually out of fuel, but yeah, they produce 1.6. I did a little bit of calculations, and obviously my math is more than likely wrong, but I calculated it's probably going to take like an hour to smelt one item. No, because I mean that's 2,400 MJ. That's a lot of MJ. Well, I guess I didn't multiply it by 4 or divide it by 4, so I guess it'd take about 20 minutes, but. Yeah, that's 20 minutes to smelt down one thing. I don't want to wait that long. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to kick these hobbyist steam engines in the butt, and we're going to replace them with better workers, and we're going to make them magmatic engines. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. So, I'm going to get pretty much, I think, everything we're going to need. I'm going to rip out all these hobbyist steam engines and all that, was it the water thing, the aqueous accumulator back there. Rip all that out, and I will tell you how we're going to, we're going to make the magmatic engines and how we're going to get to work. I just played with these in my test world, which is probably why I'm still in cheat mode. Yes, I use cheat mode for my test world. It's the single player world I use. So, yeah, and I got it kind of working, so if it's kind of like inefficient, don't hate me. Just because, this is I'm just testing out these magmatic engines. So, yeah. I will be right back, and once I have all this cleaned up, and we can get ready to making the magmatic engines. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I tore out pretty much everything over there, and we need to make something. I believe we've made one of these before. A valve. Some more valves, at least. Like this? Okay. So if you guys don't already know, which I'm pretty sure you've already guessed what the valve is for, we're going to be making a Zycraft tank. Ooh. So that's what I've got kind of built over here. I'll explain, because this is kind of all laid out right now, and I can explain it once we, get to the parts we're going to be using. Yeah, so we need to place down a valve right here, and then one right here. Okay. Now we need to get some glass and some more cobblestone, and then let's finish up this Zycraft tank. Okay, cobblestone. That should be enough. Should be. And then we need some glass. Okay, put the glass down here. Yeah, as you can see down in the bottom left corner, that's a Thaumcraft thing. It comes from my goggles. If as you can see, the flux, the F, is high, which is bad. And that's probably why my world rains so much. If you've noticed, well, mostly for me, I've noticed off screen that it rains a lot, and that's mostly from playing with Thaumcraft and doing it wrong and putting a bunch of flux in the air. So if the rain is kind of annoying, I'm sorry, but I've had sounds off for the last 3 or 4 episodes. It's kind of annoying, so I am sorry if rain bugs you. It bugs me. Trust me, it bugs me, but. I wanted to make sure I give you guys at least a little bit of sound. Why did I do that? I just wasted 3 pieces of glass. That was dumb. I could have kept him there. Yes, I could have kept him there, but I want to make everything even. Even Steven. Okay. There we go. And this, there we go, makes his aircraft tank. Cool. So this guy can hold 192 buckets. Not a whole lot, but we don't need that many buckets worth. So, we're going to be doing this the same way, the same setup as like in the mining world, where I'm going to be making an ender tank, and then he's going to be flowing into this guy, and he's going to fill up this guy, and then we're going to be using the lava from this guy and pump it into the magmatic engines. So, yes, let's go make ourselves some magmatic engines. Let's see, magmatic engines recipe. Oh, that is, I need to click it first. There we go. Okay, so we need some Innovar ingots, a redstone transmission cell, so some silver. Okay. And an Innovar. Okay, so it's just a piece of iron and some Innovar. I think I have some Innovar. Ferrous. I have one piece of Innovar ingots. Okay. Are you gonna load? There we go. Okay, that's uses. How do I make Innovar? Okay. I need a smelt Innovar blend. How do I get Innovar blend? Iron dust, and pulverized ferrous. Okay, I'm gonna make some Innovar ingots really quick, just because it's gonna take a minute because I have to smelt. I have to break down some iron and some ferrous, and when I come back, I will have the Innovar ingots, and we can make the magmatic engines. Okay, guys. So just a really quick thing. If you remember from last time, I said that we can actually make macerators and like compressors faster. Well, I'm actually using the macerator right now to macerate the iron for the ferrous stuff, or is it not ferrous, for the Innovar stuff, and this guy is just going really slow. So the way to increase the speed of the macerator or compressor is to make these guys. So let's see here. We need these guys right here, empty cells. Okay, and the reason I made a water source is because we actually need to fill them with water. So let's make a few of these guys. Now, okay, just keep making them. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we got these guys. Well, let's look at an overclocker recipe. That's what they're called. They're called overclocker upgrades. So it takes 10k coolant, an electric circuit, and some copper cable. Okay, how do we get 10k coolant? Well, we actually need a water can or water cell, which we have, which we just made, and we surround it in tin. Okay, so let's take these guys, get some tin. Boom. Oh, okay, so they don't stack. So that is a problem. That could be problematic. Now we have a bunch of crap sitting on the floor. Well, we can actually just make these guys into the overclockers. So I believe it was this and this. So we can go like this, and that's one overclocker. Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, how many, like, an overclocker, I mean, just one it doesn't do that much. It really doesn't. I think the maximum you can have in a single machine is 10, but be warned, the more overclockers you put in, the more energy it uses. So that's like the downside to using an overclocker. It increases the machine's speed, but it also uses more power. So luckily, I'm using solar power, which is, you know, free. So I lucked out there, but yeah, it's just, you know, if you can find a more sustainable like power source, because solar power is slow unless you get like high voltage stuff. But for now, I think it's good. So I'm not going to make too many of these overclockers, but we are going to make a few. I think I'm going to make like 2. And that's a major problem, is the fact that the cooling, or the 10k coolant, doesn't stack. So then we just, very, very simple recipe, and very, very handy. Okay, so 2 overclockers, that's good for now. So, oh, there's a wisp, also Thumbcraft, he's probably shooting at me. So as you can see, the guy's actually already done. That stinks, but I think I have some stuff we can macerate and just show you the increased speed. Like I said, it's only 2, so it's not going to be too much increased speed, but it's still going to make a difference. Let's just get out this gold ore. Okay, so we all know that it's super slow. You know, it just takes forever. Now if we pop in these overclockers, it's like I said, the more you put in, the faster it goes. So as you can see, it's an increase. It's an increase on how fast it goes. But it's still slow. So the more overclockers, the better it'll get. I will eventually make more overclockers. I just want to show you guys that this is how you increase your macerator, extractor, compressor, just as long as it has these slots on the side. As you can see, this induction furnace, it just requires heat, so it doesn't have any of those slots. I figured I'd show you guys that since I said I would show you last time. So just that's how you increase the speed of all your IC2 machines. So I have everything I believe I need for for the Innovar stuff. So I'm going to clean up my inventory really quick. I'm going to clean up this mess. And when I come back, we will make the magmatic machines. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, magmatic engine time. Okay, let's see here. I need to get out some silver. I thought I pulled some out, but I think I may have accidentally put it away. Silver ingot. Okay, so, let's look at the recipe again. So we need 3 Innovar ingots, got that covered. A redstone transmission coil. Okay, so redstone and silver, I can do that. Redstone and silver. So I'm going to be making 4 of these guys. So I think we should probably go ahead and just do that right now. Okay, there we go. There's our 4 transmission coils. Okay. Then we need 4 pistons. Okay. Let's see here. Pistons. Okay. And then I believe it's... Oh, you know what? I forgot iron. Iron for the pistons. Okay, so I actually moved iron and copper up here because I just had so many stacks in there that it was in my way. So I cleaned up the inventory of that chest and moved them upstairs. So, iron. This. Go like this. That and redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know I said we only needed 4, but I need a 5th one for later, so I figured I might as well make one now. Okay, so we got that covered. Now we need these Innovar gears. So iron and some Innovar ingots. So 1, 2, 3. So we need 2 per 8. 8 of these guys. Hopefully we have enough. Okay, boop, 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 boop. There we go, 8. Okay. I don't think I have enough Innovar ingots. No, actually I do. I lied. So then we pop this guy here, and that gives us our magmatic engines. 4 of them. Perfect. So, we actually need to get out. Oh, I actually kept them on me. Okay. So this is what we're going to be doing. Oh, okay. Let's actually get back here. So we're going to be putting the... Let's see here. Magmatic engines here. And I can fix this. With the crescent hammer. And then we need to be pumping the lava into these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Wait a second, I'm missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing a liquid duct. Well, that's no good. Okay, I need to make another liquid duct. If I can ever get out of these stinking doors. Another liquid duct. And let's make the redstone engine right now. Which I believe is like so. We need some glass. So I believe it goes like so. We need some of these guys. Okay. One of them. Actually, 2 of these guys. That was my bad. So 2 wood gears. I believe it's a piston 3 pieces of wood and a piece of glass. Yes, redstone energy cell, or redstone engine, not redstone energy cell. And then we already have the levers. Okay, we got that covered. And then I need to make another liquid duct, I believe is what they're called. Like liquid duct. Okay, hardened glass and copper. I think I have that. I think I have that. Hardened glass and copper. Okay, so let's see here. How do I make hardened glass? Wait, actually, you know what? It's in here. Haha! I'm not crazy. I knew I had some. I was just like, where could it be? Okay, copper. Cool. Okay, and then we just go like so, and we make one more. We only need one more liquid duct, and then redstone engine. I'm starting to think. I don't know if this is gonna work now, but we'll give it a shot. So let's go like so and like so. You know, thinking about it now, I don't think I need the redstone engine. Okay. We'll give this a go without the engine then. So let's get out our crescent hammer, which should be in here. There it is, crescent hammer. Okay. And let's turn these guys the right direction. Okay. Cool. Now, all we need to do, or what we should only need to do, is get some lava into this guy for starters, and actually it should just flow right out of this pipe into the magmatic engine. So let's solve the problem of getting lava into this guy. So we're gonna do it like I said, like the mining world, and we need to get ourselves an ender tank. Okay, so let's see here. What does it take to make an ender tank? Ender tank. 2 obsidian, an ender pearl, some blaze rods, some wool, and a cauldron. That's not too bad. We've got the wool right here. Get a piece of wool. And it was some blaze rods. And some obsidian. I think it's only 2 pieces, right? 2 pieces, some wool, a cauldron, and an ender pearl. Well, I don't actually have an ender pearl, so we need to make an ender pearl. And if you guys remember, an ender pearl is this amount of iron in the crafting table with a minium stone. Cool. Okay, we should have everything we are going to need. Let's make ourselves a cauldron. Okay. Cauldron, check. Blaze rods, check. Wool, check. Ender pearl, check. And 2 obsidian. Check, 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 check. And as you can see, this guy already has lava in him because he's white, white, white. And that is the lava color code for the mining world, and it's the lava from the nether. Cool. So all we should have to do, let's see here, get out some cobblestone, just because I don't want floating blocks. Who wants floating blocks? Place this guy down. See, he's already full of lava. Place down a liquid duct. Actually, you know what? We need to move this guy back one. So the weird thing about liquid ducts is that in order to actually determine like if it's pulling from a machine or pulling out of like, or not out of a machine, out of the tank or whatever, and pulling from like an ender tank, as you can see, there's like the little orange guy. I've already explained this once, but like in order to pull things from here, if I only had 1 bit, it would actually it would change like both sides. So if you place down like a single pipe, right, it connects as 1 pipe, so it'd be interfering with like the pulling in and out. Whereas if I have 2 pipes, I can control which is the output, which is the input. So I'm gonna pull from this guy, and then we should only have to flip this. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. Why is it not? Oh, you know what? Redstone energy, or I need a signal. There we go. So blue was output, and as you can see, since I'm not chunk loading the nether, it's not refilling. So I'll have to do another self chunk load. But yeah, so this guy's filling up with lava. Now, all I would have to do is switch this guy over to output mode, which is like over here. This guy right here is on output mode. It looks like a little arrow, and that's pointing which direction you want the lava to flow. So we're flowing into the tank, so we would want the lava from the tank flowing into the magmatic engines. Well, I want to let this guy fill up first, so I'm going to run to the nether and chunk load it with myself until I can, like, I can make a chunk loader now, but I just don't see a point. It's just, I can just fill up this tank and then I'll be good. So I'm going to go do that really quick, fill up this tank, and then when I come back, I will show you these magmatic engines. So, yep, I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I bet most of you guessed this. Well, I'm an idiot, and like I said, I'm not chunk loading the nether. Well, I'm not chunk loading the overworld either. So, essentially, I can run to the nether, and then I'd have to run back, and then I'd have to run to the nether, and then run back, and then run to the nether, and run back, and run back to the nether, blah, 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 blah. Just to fill up this tank. So, I've pretty much put 2 ender tanks into this guy. So, you know what? I'm just going to chunk load the nether. It's... save me trouble. I never have to go back there again. I think that sounds like a splendid idea. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to make ourselves a chunk loader. If you guys remember, it requires an enchanting table, which is kind of weird. But, it looks cool and I like it. So there's the enchanting table, and then it's, I believe, 5 gold and an ender pearl. Chunk loader. Very, very cool. Okay. Now let's go pop this guy in the freaking nether, and then I can just stay in the overworld and it'll chunk load itself. So let's go here, and as you can see, I've renamed the books. I think last episode, or during the live stream, I think. Speaking of the live stream, on the last live stream, I went to one of these unknown pages. I think I have another one. Yes, one of these guys. I got demolished, dude. There was like 500 enemies, and I died like 9 times. Oh, I ended up. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I ended up having to cheat and go to cheat mode, creative, and I had to turn the game on peaceful. So I actually ended up throwing away 3 stacks of iron on live stream. So don't worry about that. I'm telling you guys this straight out. So I did cheat. I did throw out 3 stacks of iron for cheating. It's hopefully, I think that's a fair price, like I said last time. So. Yeah, but there were so many monsters. It was so scary, and it was just bad news all around. So that was interesting, though. It was definitely death, and then lots and more death. So yeah. Okay, so let's just pop this guy right here, and let's see. Chunk radius, show lasers. Okay. So there's the chunk right there. This whole thing should be chunk loaded, so we should be good. So that's all chunk loaded, that's all chunk loaded. Yep, we're all chunk loaded. Fantastic. I didn't even think to check my jetpack fuel before flying around over lava. That would have been funny. I could not have cheated my stuff in back then, cheated my stuff back then. Okay. So everything's all chunk loaded, so now we never have to come back here. Ever. Actually, we will if, I run out of lava, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. And if we run out, then, I can just go find another, giant lake of lava. Giant lake of lava. So as you can see, this ender tank now officially stays full as anywhere I go. So, very cool. So he's going to start filling up this tank very, very quickly. So, like I said, this time I'm actually going to come back when the lava tank is full, and then we can start with the magmatic engines. Muhaha. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, the tank filled up. Fantastic. So, like I said, all we have to do is change this pipe to output mode. Now, like I said, we also have to give it a redstone current, and there we go. Now my magmatic engines are working. Mwahaha. So the only problem I foresee right this second is turning off the magmatic engines. Well, the best way to do that is, to turn off the pipe itself. Like this. And actually, you know what? That's only to open it. Okay, so this magmatic engines we're going to continuously run. I don't think I like that. So, the way we can fix this is like so. What? Oh, okay. You know what? We're pumping in a bunch of power and have nowhere to put it. I need to throw a bunch of cobblestone in there just so I can get to talking. So as you can see, I'm running these engines and I don't need to right now. What we need to do is this. We need to... crap. We need some cobblestone! Okay. Cobblestone. And let's... I need to get a couple more levers. So we're going to do this the same way we did last time. With the hobbyist steam engine. And there it goes raining again. Okay. So, what we need to do is come over here and place some cobblestone right along here. Okay, pretty simple. So now all we need to do is put down some redstone, or these levers. With this torch, put it down the lever. And now we come over here to this guy, this redstone control. So, what this guy does is he has 3 different modes. This mode being disabled, so he does not take a redstone current. No matter what current comes into him that's redstone related, he'll just ignore it. If it's this guy, if there's no redstone coming in, he'll be on. If there's redstone coming in, he'll turn off. If we do this guy, he requires a redstone signal to be turned on, and I think that's what we want. So, we need to do that to all of these guys. So right now, these guys are not getting a redstone signal. So they're off. Very cool. So they'll store the magma, and they'll keep their... I think they'll keep the heat in. Because I don't think these guys actually have... no, they do have to warm up. So they're pretty much like the hobbyist steam engine. And that is very good. So now all we have to do, and you know, if we needed power, just flip a switch. And this guy just goes to town. So he's actually he just started and he's already putting out 4 MJ. That's fantastic. The last guy, the hobbyist steam engines, put out 1.6. That's amazing. That's double. That's over double. So, yeah, it's very, very neat. And seeing how we have a lot of magma, or not magma, lava, seeing how we have that pump in the nether, we don't really have to worry too much about ever running out. We will eventually run out. We will. The lava pocket's going to run out of lava. All we have to do is move the pump then, and you know, we can just continue to pump lava. So this is a pretty stable source of MJ, but not the best. The best, I believe, is steam engines. And if we were to get like a high-powered tank, a high-powered steam tank or something like that, I think it pumps out like 14 MJ if we like maximize it. So that's a lot of MJ. But right now, I mean, I think their max output is 6, I believe. Don't hold me to that. I believe it's 6. But I mean, that's still so much better than freaking 1.6. So yeah. So now we should have the power we need to run the magma crucible and the liquid transposer. Okay. Very neat, very neat. Let's see here. Configuration. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to look and see how long this video's been going. And, you know, if it's relatively, if it's about 20 minutes, I'm going to call it an episode. If it's under 20 minutes, I have something else we can work on. And, you know, if we are over 20, then we can just do what I'm going to do next time. So, yes, I will be right back, and I will let you know where we are in the video. Okay, guys, so we're at the 30-minute mark. I'm going to call it an episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to be finishing up this whole magmatic thing next time, because it's super inefficient to be using these wooden pipes and these golden conductive pipes, because the hobby steam engines did well, but these magmatic engines, these need a better piping system. So that's what we're going to work on next time. We will actually get to the magma crucible and the liquid transposer next time. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. We learned how to make magmatic engines, and we also learned about overclockers, which, you know, will be very, very handy in the future. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Laters!